What up, Ski, and welcome to Bar Vibes with Bryce the Fourth. Giving out the raw reactions and interacting with the masses. No subject is safe. You hear the people and the noises, but that's the point, because without the people, what's the point? Embrace the vibrations. First and foremost, I'm glad that the NBA held Robert Sarver accountable for his stupid, racist-ass fucking actions, and he's going to have to sell the Suns and the Mercury, NBA, WNBA. And if you didn't know, it came out that he was consistently using racial slurs and bullying his female employees, and that's just fucking unacceptable, and it's disgusting, and it's a disgusting thing to do, and I'm glad. Kudos to them, you know, the NBA and the owners and whoever runs, you know, that aspect of the NBA to make sure we got him the fuck up out of here. This happened before, and that's inexcusable. Anywho, football. God damn it, football. We are back, and I'm going to switch it up this week. I was going to give you guys the picks, but I'm going to give you a double header. So tomorrow I'm going to make my picks for week 3. But today we need to talk about week 2. I had a busy Monday night, and I'll get to that in just a second. But I wanted to make sure my voice was at least 50%, so I didn't sound like poop. So little week 2 wrap up, coming at you with freshest recaps for week 2 of the NFL season. And they always come by us free. The Thursday night game, Chargers-Chiefs. The game wasn't as high scoring as I thought it was going to be, but it was pretty entertaining. It was, you know, it was there. The fact that Herbert played very well through his injury was phenomenal, and to ultimately lose on a pick 6 in the red zone, that hurts. No Jalen. 3 touchdowns and only 1 pick without the Keenan Allen on his team. You know, and it's impressive, but yet Mahomes is still going to be Mahomes. I feel like people forget that, and I've already explained that because of his off year. But he's going to continue to remind you. Don't you worry about that. Vikings, Eagles. Let's go, Birds! I told you that a kid was going to be in the building. I told you that kid was going to be in the building. I attended the game, and I had to say that as a Vikings fan, Joe, that's the Phils right there for you. Joe, Vikings fan, he went to the game with me. He handled it very well. And I went with my pops and my booba. He had a great day. Here we go. Go Forest! Yep, saw that coming. The energy was high, and the offense did their thing in the first half, with Jalen nearly being no mistakes, like mistakeless. No thanks to fucking Kenneth Gainwell. And he didn't make any choices that I was like, oh, why the fuck did you do that? No, he took what the offense, he took what the defense gave him, but also he stood in that pocket. Okay, with the ding, 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 you're out of control. Shout out to K-Sada. She's the bartender tonight. But Kirk Cousins is going to eventually Kirk Cousins. He certainly did that. There were no scores from either side in the second half. But that was mostly due to a complete shutdown of the Vikings' run offense, and then big play Slate putting them clams on Justin Jefferson. You ain't gritty on my field, my boy. Absolutely not. Jalen is slowly showing you that he will be the guy with his improved play, especially from the pocket. As I said, he's making decisive throws, getting all his playmakers involved. Devontae Smith had a really good day. And then we already knew what he could do with his legs. He's the only player in history, NFL history, to have 84% completion percentage, 300 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. No other player in the 90-year history has ever done that. The Eagles got something on their hands. Just keep that energy that I heard. The Bucs Saints. This game was more so about the whole Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore fight than anything else. He got himself kicked out, Mike Evans did, and he got himself suspended. Tom Brady went to bat for him, didn't work. It's so funny, I don't know, and as an Eagle fan, you know, James Thrash is the head of the appeals committee for the NFLPA. I didn't know that. That's kind of weird. I don't know how he got that job. But Tom didn't have to be terrific today because the Bucs defense is like that. And then Jameis decided to come out and turn right back into old Jameis interception Winston, not giving a chance for the Saints to compete. Hate to see it. Also, Bruce Arians, get Get your ass off. You're not the coach anymore, but boy. Get off the field. You're not helping them out at all. Crazy, man. Colts Jags. I had no idea going into this game that the Colts have been incapable of beating the Jaguars in Jacksonville. It is literally mind-blowing. Like, give me that. I'm telling you when I learned it. Give me the mind-blowing, like, emoji. That's crazy. They haven't won a game in Jacksonville since Frank Reich has been there, and that is a very, very glaring issue. Matt Ryan has shown that he hasn't been able to fix the issues that they thought that Carson Wentz had when he was there. And for the Colts, stop trying to put a Band-Aid on this quarterback issue. It's just not going to cut it. It didn't help that the Jags running game was getting it done while the Colts couldn't put their top 3 running back in the game because they were behind the entire day. What are you going to do? A shutout? Come on, Colts, man. Look at a fucking quarterback. Washington Lions, listen, I told you, but the Lions went out there and they put in that work, and I expected to give them points as I expected. The Commanders did their best to stay within a shootout, but then Carson's going to Carson. Giving out picks, making very erratic decisions, and DeAndre Swift for the Lions is a stud, running and catching. But my most surprising thing was Jared Goff gave you 4 of them things, 4 of them touchdowns. And if they keep scoring points like this, and the Vikings don't score points like they did on Monday against them Birds, this division can get shaken up like a martini real quick. Shout out to Big Mike. Them Dolphins and them Ravens. All right, so it didn't go the way I expected, but the Dolphins did win like I said they would, and they fucking snapped in this game. I personally watched this with a Ravens fan. Shout out to my boy Drizzle. And after each touchdown in the 4th quarter, I was just like moving backwards like Homer Simpson in that the Bush meme. I was like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna bode well for the Ravens. Tua carved them up like a turkey on Thanksgiving in this fucking September. I just felt like they were wondering where the fuck were the Ravens DBs. I put out an AP beat. Like, where were they at? Tua stood tall. He's short. You get the joke. I don't know. And I mean, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle were like, we're the best duo on the field. You can't stop us. I think the stat was that they were the first duo to have 150 and 3 tutties in NFL history in one game. That's crazy. That's what mattered the most, and they never worried about being down. Tua did it, man. The Jets-Browns, yet another game where I called the winner, but there was no way that this should have happened the way that it happened when the Browns were winning the game. These fools collapsed like a cheap house of cards. Like, you build it all the way to the top and you touch that one. I can't make the noise. 15 points with less than 2 minutes. I get that the Browns don't have a world beater at quarterback, but to let plain-faced Joe Flacco come out there and get the dub, that has to be very, very demoralizing for Browns fans. The kicker definitely could have made a difference hitting that extra point, but that doesn't matter. The defense got really soft, and the Jets made the best of it. Shouts out to my guy, Alex. He knows. Panthers, Giants, I will definitely stop picking Baker Mayfield for the most part. This man will not show up when the lights are at the very, very brightest. It was like 3:35 in the 4th quarter, and it ended up in a punt. What is this? You want to prove people wrong, but when you get the opportunity, you're in the shadows. I don't get that. The Giants' defense is better than expected. I'm not saying that they're good, but 2-0 is 2-0. And the Panthers are going to fuck around and waste CMC's moments, even though he's been hurt. He had 122 yards on the ground. I would definitely hate to see them just waste everything that he could give them because they don't want to go out and have a quarterback that can show up in the late game. I hate to see it. Pat Steelers. The Steelers' offensive line is dog shit, but that doesn't give them an excuse that they don't want to put in Kenny Pickett and just say, "Hey, we're gonna roll with the punches. He loses, he loses. But he gets the experience." And also, the most glaring thing for me is that they really missed T.J. Watt in this game. The pass rush was missing very dearly, but the Patriots didn't have to do much to win this game. They had an average Mac Jones. Nelly did have a really dope ass touchdown catch. I fuck with that. If you didn't see it, that shit was tough. But in all, it was a pretty lame game. It just was what it was. Falcons, Rams. The Falcons are gonna Falcon. Lord goddamn Bears. So they had a chance to come back in a very convincing way and to win. It's like, yep. How can we fuck this one up? They had a chance to beat the defending champs, and they came up short in a close game, 17 in the fourth quarter. Just wasn't enough. And obviously, to a football fan, if you watch them, Marcus Mariota is just here to stopgate them finding a quarterback. But until they find a long-term QB, Marcus is just trying his best, and they just can't get it done. Rams Cardinals for a very close matchup. I'll talk about that later. Seahawks Niners. Very unfortunate that the Niners lost Trey Lance in a week 2 matchup. I also said I didn't believe that he was the quarterback for them this year, and I didn't really see them winning with him leading this year. And like I said last week, Jimmy G was like, "I told you so." He did. I didn't think that Trey Lance was ready, and then Jimmy G got in the game. Jimmy Guwap got in the game and took care of business. And as a veteran quarterback with a winning record, this is what he do. And let's face it, the Seahawks are not very good. They just aren't. That's just cut and dry. If you have a rebuttal, please bring it. Bengals, Cowboys, Bengals. You fucking fucks. You had one fucking job. One job. You let Cooper Rush win this game. This man has been a backup for 6 years. If he was good, some team would have come and pick him up. He's been a backup for 6 years. And you let this man get in the game and win. Joe Burrow, I feel so bad for him. That front office will not address the fact that all they need to do is protect him. Protect this man. He took you to a Super Bowl with a shitty ass line. Protect this man. Put him in a manger like Jesus, like Jesus. Protect this man. He like got rid of his social media because he doesn't want to hear all the people talking because it's not his fault, and he doesn't want to criticize because he can't. They went to a Super Bowl. You took away my ability to watch a show where I could see a certain analyst just be very, very upset. And if you know, you know. That broke my heart. Oh man, you took that away from me, Cincinnati. But as I was saying with the Cardinals and the Raiders, this is not a great pick for me. The Raiders and Carr, they did their best to win, but listen, blowing your biggest lead at halftime since 2015, not a good look. It was 21-3, and I knew it was going to end in a loss, and it most certainly did. Kyler was perfectly fine getting slapped in the face if he's going to win this game, and Derek Carr, he's going to Derek Carr. So, Cardinals pull it out. Pause. I don't know if that was pause-worthy, but I said it. Texans Broncos, this is a low-scoring game. Not much to sneeze at with this game. It was actually very boring. The Texans simply just don't have enough on offense to lean on, and Russell Wilson has been in this game long enough to pull out these wins where, you're not getting big plays, but, defense is going to do it, and we're just going to hold on and make sure, we win this game and get out of here. It is what it is. Bears-Packers. I said it was early in the season. I said it felt like it was a mini trap game. I was very very wrong. When your QB only has 70 yards passing the entire game, not first quarter, not second quarter, the whole game, and you let Aaron Rodgers open it up in the second half, you can go ahead and chalk that up as a loss. I'm not a fan of Justin Fields' comments about how he's like not worried about the fans. I get that he hasn't been there that long, and he's just really worried about his players. But you don't say that out loud. You keep that to yourself or put it in the locker room. Bears fans are not gonna like that. So, and I don't like that. So that's crazy. Titan Bills, short and sweet. The Titans forgot how to run the ball with the best running back in the league. Tannehill is still average. Josh Allen is the real deal, and Stephon Diggs is showing you that he is fucking unguardable. I saw a dub for the Bills from the beginning. I didn't see them winning like that. That is nutty. Like they kept, like I was at the game, the Eagles game, and they kept putting up the score on the billboard, and I was like, are the Titans? Did somebody get hurt? No, they just were bad. Hate to see it. And that was Shut up. That was pigskin talk for you, week 2. In other words, Phil's, they're still not quite understanding that all they had to do was just win these games. And now they got themselves in a situation where you're about to play the Braves for 4 games, and all they had to do was just win. So now they got to play harder. Listen, I'm still rocking with the Phils. I get it. And that's okay. It is what it is. Smash that bell. I'm just saying. My random thought. Bathrooms at stadiums are fucking hilarious. I've been in ones where there's urinals and stalls. I've been in ones where there's like the ice trough, where you just, pee. And there's like a lot of people who don't want to do that. They go in the stall. I don't give a shit. I gotta pee. I'm gonna pee. You want to look down? You want to look down? That's on you, my boy. And I've been in ones where it's like a square, and you just gotta stand further away from people. But to go and unbuckle your belt, unbuckle your pants, and pull your pants down and like put it down to your ass, that's weird. That is really weird. I walk into the fucking bathroom, I'm like, oh no, I'm not standing there. You know what? I'll wait. I've been holding it for 2 quarters. I'm good. This bit, if you haven't experienced it, it's so weird. You walk by like, nope, I'm out of here. I don't want any parts of that. Just a thought when you go to a game. Just learn how to pee through your zipper. It's just a weird. Anywho, big ups to the first state. Stay focused and be great. Take a sip. Much love from the kid. Enjoy your day. Enjoy life. Stay chill. I am very ready for hoodie season, and that needs to be on the way. Just saying.